Hello, everybody. What is going on, everyone? What's up? What's up? How are you? How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I welcome all of you. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. I welcome you to my stream. My first 2 gameplay streams for this lovely Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, happy leap year. It is leap year day. It is the 29th of February. We only get one of these every, 4 years? Right? Every, many years you get an extra day in February. So welcome, everyone, to leap year. An extra day, and that means an extra day of fun, right? An extra day of gaming fun and fun stuff on the streams. I certainly hope that you guys are in a good mood and ready for some streaming goodness today. Absolutely. Before we even get started with that, I should say thank everyone who showed up to my big month-end gaming marathon yesterday. It was a big success. Number one, people had a ton of fun, and that's what it's all about. I played Metal Gear Solid 1, Fortnite, and old school throwback Street Fighter. Surprisingly enough, I actually think that Metal Gear Solid ended up being the most entertaining thing out of all of it. I think I enjoyed that the most. I actually thought that, Street Fighter would be, but sadly the Street Fighter didn't go so well. The Street Fighter ended up being pretty laggy and, in general, just not very fun, while Metal Gear Solid, only being the second time I played the game, was quite entertaining, especially the fact that I sucked so hard at it and failed a million times. Okay? So people really seem to dig that. Fortnite is what it is. It was fun to jump back into Fortnite for the first time in 2 years to see how the game had changed. It had, a lot of stuff was new and added that hadn't been in the game, previously. So, in that regard, it was interesting just to take a look at it and say, okay, this is cool to see what's in it now or whatever. But it wasn't super fun, and then we started getting stream snipers and stuff that were jumping on the stream and kind of cheating. It's like, what can you do, right? So that's what you expect with that kind of game. It was fun just to try it and mess around, but I don't think that's anything that I would consistently want to play in the future, okay? So on all those games, people have expressed desire to see me go back, in particular to Metal Gear Solid. They want me to do, kind of finish up that run. And I explained this on the stream yesterday. The deal is with Metal Gear Solid, will I eventually possibly go back and finish it? Yes. Okay. Will it be anytime soon? Probably not. It'll more than likely end up being when downtime comes. And right now, we're actually in the midst of a time when it looks like it's actually going to be super busy. It really does look like it's going to be like crazy amount of new releases and fun stuff coming up. In regards to the month of March, okay? March, it just seems like it's going to be, unlike previous, months here, looks like it's actually going to be chock full of new releases and good stuff. And that's a good thing. This year so far has been a pretty slow year with new releases pretty much non-existent. So to finally have new stuff to play is going to be refreshing and fun, and we're going to have people come and buy streams that normally wouldn't be here because they're going to want to see the new release content. Okay, so good stuff. So that being said, because I'm going to be busy with new release stuff, it basically means there's not going to be enough time to be doing downtime stuff. You see what I'm saying? So in that regard, coming up, I'm not going to be doing Metal Gear Solid. All right, but what I'll do is we always have the possibility that I can go back to it at a time when, things are dying down. In particular, as you guys know, usually around the summertime is when there's like nothing going on at all in the realm of game releases. So we'll leave it as a possibility for the summer maybe, that I will go back to it then, and play more of it and do a second run of it. Because like I said, I've only played the game once ever. I don't really remember much about it anyway. So anyway, okay. So that's the deal with yesterday. And by the way, of course, the other half of all of this is I hit the goal that I was trying to raise. And FYI, everyone, yes, it is official as of this morning. The tax attorney is paid, and he's going to file my taxes for me. Now I got to give him the information, of which I almost have all of it together. I've been so busy recently, I haven't really had a chance to sit down and finish getting all the information together to send to the guy to file the taxes. But the good news is the payment went through, and now I can just get the information to him, and he will file the taxes for me. Okay? So that's the good news. The next hurdle has been jumped and onto the next challenge in life, right? That's how it works. So, that being said, today we get back to regularly scheduled stuff, okay? And this week in particular is going to be very, very busy. It's going to be a mix of ongoing playthroughs, completing playthroughs, and new releases. So we got a crazy good mix this week, okay? Let's talk about the schedule, because it's going to be a pretty good schedule this week, and I hope that you guys are going to be excited for the streams, all right? So first off, today, full day streaming. Mass Effect 2 continuing on here on the first gameplay stream. Very fun playthrough so far. Last time we recruited Kasumi, and then we did her loyalty mission, which was the big heist. Today, I don't know what the hell we'll be doing. We're actually, I believe, in the middle of Jacob's loyalty mission. So we're going to continue on with that and finish that up and see what else the hell we want to do today. Okay? I have no idea. Maybe we'll recruit all the party members. Maybe we won't. I don't know what we're going to do today on today's stream. Who knows where the game will take us, right? But that's the main gameplay stream, all right? Later tonight, it's the conclusion of Doom 2. That is right. Doom 2 will be wrapping up later tonight. There's only, I think, 4 stages left. I think I'm in stage 27. So you figure if it takes each stage about a half an hour, I should be able to beat Doom 2 tonight. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are too for that. That's going to be fun. And then tomorrow, it's the big new release day. Well, basically, we've gotten everything out of the way and be able to start playing a new game. We're going to be playing the Mega Man 0/ZX Collection, which came out this week, and we're finally going to be starting it up. Which of the games in the collection I'm going to be playing, I have no idea. I guess what we'll do is we'll boot it up together, and you guys know these games better than I do. Guide me towards which game you guys think would be good to start as a playthrough. All right? So that's going to be the first game of this week, new release game of this week that we're going to be playing. Okay? Then tomorrow night, we're starting up with a new chill late night stream. That's going to be an ongoing one. It's going to be the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. All right? This is a game that I played last summer during a Rageathon. I have no idea why it was selected for a Rageathon, because the game doesn't cause rage. The game is actually the opposite. It's very chill. And in the about hour and a half, 2 hours that I played it, I had a lot of fun because people were guiding me around, helping me to figure out how to do missions and stuff. And that's how I'm approaching, excuse me, that's how I'm approaching these Morrowind streams is, they're going to be more interactive, where we're talking, we're hanging out, and you guys are telling me, oh, you got to do this, you could do this, you could do this. And I'll just be doing what you guys guide me to do, because I don't know anything about the game. Quite frankly, this isn't going to be like a serious full-on playthrough. It's going to be me just kind of doing stuff in the game per your direction. All right? So that's how I'm approaching it. I hope you guys will tune in Sunday night. We'll see how that goes. The first official Morrowind stream. Okay? Then, on Monday, we will either do more Mega Man or more Mass Effect 2. It all depends. It depends on how you guys react and how you like what I'm doing here. If you guys really, really like the Mega Man stuff, we'll just do it again. But if after one Mega Man stream, I'm like, all right, a little bit of variety now. We'll swing back to Mass Effect then. It all depends, okay? So that'll be Monday. And Monday night, my weekly Minecraft chill stream. We're going to continue on building the mob grinder. And we have another project it looks like we may be doing, building a Yoshi egg. That would be pretty cool if we end up doing that. So I have to actually talk to PW Dubs about it, because he was the top contributor on last week's Minecraft stream. And he had asked at first to make an execute statue from Pokemon, but there was no way that was going to happen. We looked into it, and it was like, damn, each egg it takes forever to make. So there's no way we're going to be able to do multiple eggs and everything. So after that was kind of eliminated from possibility, now we're looking to maybe do like a Yoshi egg, one egg, and that might be possible. So we might be working on, I don't know if we're going to start work on that or not. I want to talk to PW Dubs about it and see what he has to say, and if he likes that idea, then maybe we'll do that. So that should be a fun, chill stream, working on the mob grinder and figuring out what we're going to do on Monday night, okay? Now, on Tuesday, we've got a brand new release, and I am here streaming on Tuesday. It's Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, okay? This is a new fighting game franchise, and it's kind of based on, have you ever seen one of those like fantasy RPG style animes? That's basically what it looks like. It's people in like knight's armor swords and various other weapons, and it's a 2D old school style fighter, meaning footsies and you know, that kind of hardcore old school gameplay is how it plays. It's not one of these more modernized super jumping, double wave dashing, ultra 500 hit combo, one hit equals end of the game kind of fighting flashy games. It's going to play more like an old school game, okay? Now the cool thing about this game, yes, it does play like a competitive fighter, but at the same time, it also has an RPG-style mode that's a single-player story mode where you play as these characters and build them up. They get experience points. They level up. And it's a unique thing that they put into this game that I'm very excited for, quite frankly. I think that this would be pretty neat to check out. And so I want to check this out this week on Tuesday. We're going to give it a look. We're going to see if it's any good. All right? And go from there. Now, if I love this game, there's potential I'll be playing a lot of it, going through the single player and trying out all the characters in multiplayer, etc. If the game's just kind of meh, then I'll probably still play it and definitely at least go through the story mode of it. But I'm not going to commit to like, oh, I'm going to play this game like every single day. You know what I mean? If I'm not really digging it. So I kind of want to be a little bit more reserved in that regard and see, you know, play it by ear and see how I feel about it. And maybe after a couple sessions, then I can determine how much I really like it and go from there, okay? But it's going to start on Tuesday. All right, that's going to be the first session of it. We're going to give it a go, see how I like it, and go from there. Now, Tuesday night, I am going to be finishing Donkey Kong 64. There's only about roughly an hour left in the game at this point, and I definitely want to finish it. It's been such a long, ongoing playthrough at this point. I definitely need to wrap this game up. So Tuesday night, that's what we're doing. We're finishing Donkey Kong 64, putting a fork in it. Finally, the end of the game, I'll be getting I'll have all the bananas, all the fairies, all the important shit, and finally I could say, all right, I know what it is. The game was incredibly frustrating and annoying, but I beat it, thank God, hallelujah. And, you know, so that's that. That's Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday, probably going to be more Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, just being honest here. More than likely, that's probably what we're going to be doing on Wednesday. Wednesday night, Pokemon Sword. And guess what? It looks like it's going to be the final Pokemon Sword stream. Reason being, it's going to be all the Pokemon caught. After this session, I'll have gotten every single Pokemon in the game into my Pokedex. So, gotta catch them all. I'll have done it. For the first time ever in a Pokemon game, I'll have completed a Pokedex. And that'll be pretty awesome. So that's going to be Wednesday night. Yes, Wednesday night. Then finally on Thursday, I get my day off, but I'll be back this next coming week. And what am I going to be doing that coming week? A lot. So there's going to be continuing on with Mega Man, continuing on with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and continuing on with Mass Effect 2 on the main gameplay streams, all right? And then at night, you're going to have your weekly fun, chill stuff, like Throwback Street Fighter on that Friday. That Saturday, more than likely, we'll do some Morrowind. You know, we'll see. We'll play it by ear with the late night stuff and see exactly what I want to do every night. But there's a lot going on now, man. There's just a lot going on. So I'm excited. I hope that you guys are excited for all this stuff coming up. All right, good stuff. Great week for sure, right? A great week for sure coming up, excuse me. All right, so there you go, guys. That is the schedule. Hope that sounds good to you. Now, also coming up in the month of March. First of all, there will be a sub goal in the month of March. In fact, I'm going to set up the sub goal tomorrow. So there will be a subscriber goal for the month of March. It will be set up tomorrow, and we'll start working towards that, okay? In addition, the month of March, we'll see many, many new releases. All right, many. What releases will it be? Well, we got Neo 2 coming out around the middle of March. I'm not exactly sure 100% on the date, but I know that's right around smack dab in the middle of the month. And then I believe it's the 20th. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's around the 20th of March. We've actually got a dual release day. We've got Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Leaf. Not New Leaf. Animal Crossing New Horizons, excuse me. Coming out on the same day. So I'll be balancing that. And yes, I will be doing major streams of both until probably Animal Crossing will end up becoming a chill stream at nights, while Doom Eternal obviously will remain a main gameplay stream. So that's good stuff. You know, so much good stuff coming up this month. The end of the month, there's stuff too. I think at the very end of the month, I believe Control is actually getting its very first DLC. And since I bought the season pass for that game, I'll be able to play it. So we'll be checking that out at some point. Maybe some other stuff too. Also, keep in mind, April's a great month for releases. There are at least 3 or 4 high-profile new releases coming out in April. So we are like right crazy in the smack dab middle of a lot of good stuff right now. And I hope that you guys are excited for the coming months. And you're excited for all the good stuff, because now it's basically flipping on its head. Instead of just being kind of dead, there's going to be nonstop new stuff, like every single week, new stuff, new games, new content. Chill streams are mixing it up now. It's not going to be the same stuff all the time anymore. So, excuse me. So, good stuff ahead, right, folks? Good stuff ahead. Okay. I just want to think, is there anything else I want to talk about before we move on to the next segment? And quite frankly, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Anything else important? I can't. Nothing's coming to mind right now. That certainly doesn't mean that something won't pop into my head later, but I think we've covered all the bases at this point. So, okay. All right, guys. So, thanks very much. Now, hilariously, every time that I do like a special stream or a fundraiser marathon, there are people who for some reason think that that's the end of it. Oh, Phil did really well yesterday, so good for him. And of course, that means he will never ever need to make funds ever again in his life. He's good to go for life. That's not how it works. Now, I've already explained to you yesterday's stream and yesterday's marathon event was very much to pay my tax attorney, who was paid today, and therefore that hurdle has been jumped. We're good. But now we're back to, usual business. And so I have to have a plugs segment on my stream because we're back to normal business, right? Now I actually have to, do a stream to make some money and actually do my normal stuff outside of the realm of the money I had to raise that was extra on top of everything else, right? Okay. So, folks, thank you very much for yesterday. That was an amazing day. It was very positive, all right? Today, we go back to normal gameplay streaming. And ladies and gentlemen, being very frank and honest with all of you, it is your crowdfunding that allows me to do this every single day for a living. It's your crowdfunding support that has allowed me to, do what I've done for the last 11 plus years. And I'm so appreciative of that. I absolutely love doing this for a living, as you guys know. It's incredibly unique. It's incredibly fun. I'm one of the very few people on planet Earth that gets to do what he loves for a living, and I am well aware of that. Not many people get to say that they do what they love or their passion is their job, right? And I am grateful for that, all right? But certainly the road hasn't been easy. It's been a bumpy one. Had many ups and downs over the years. I had to change up my entire formula of content creation more than a few times, honestly. And now it is your crowdfunding that helps me make ends meet. So if you guys enjoy the fact that I am here 6 days a week full time, in fact, this week I'm here 8 days this week full time. But if you like the fact I'm here so often streaming for all of you, if you like the fact that I still archive all of my stuff over on DSPGaming on YouTube, despite the fact that I pretty much get nothing out of it, the ad revenue has almost completely dried up over there. YouTube is pretty much a dead horse for me. It's just something that I do as fan service for those who can't, watch the streams live. Okay, but if you appreciate that and you want to see all of that continue, okay, please Please consider contributing via one of the following methods that I'm about to outline on the stream. However, before we even get to any of those methods, something that I want to say up front. Even though contributions are greatly appreciated, they are not mandatory, all right? I'm perfectly happy just hanging out with you guys on a daily basis. I've done this for 11 years. I absolutely love it. I used to make YouTube videos. I did it for 2.5 years before I ever monetized anything on YouTube. I only ended up doing this for a living because I fell into it after I lost my job. And I would continue streaming in the future, even if I couldn't monetize it. Sure, it would be at an incredibly decreased capacity from what I'm able to do today. That's a given. But I would continue to do it. I love what I do here, and I wouldn't want to give it up. You know, if I could help it. I love the interactions we have. I love the fact that I get to talk about games and hang out with you guys every day. All right. So that's what it's all about. Okay. I want you to know that if you're coming by here and you can't contribute, that's perfectly fine. I don't want you to feel like you're pressured to contribute if you can't. I don't want anyone feeling like the odd man out because they can't contribute today. That is not the end all and be all of my streams or what this is about at all. It's just about having a good time. Okay. So thanks for that. You know, my streams are free. They always will be free. Please don't see or look at this or see it as paid content. It's not. But if you can go above and beyond, if you do enjoy the stuff enough that you want to contribute in a positive way, well, let's talk about the ways that you can do that then. Okay? Sound good? Good. All right. So first of all, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the last day of the month. That means it's the absolute last day in February you can pledge to my Patreon and have your perks count right away. What I mean by that is basically the way it works is when you pledge to my Patreon, you're pledging to my monthly campaign, and you earn personal perks for how much you pledge. Well, I always hand out those perks the first week of every month. So if you want to get in on those, you have to pledge today. All right, start your last chance. What are the perks? What's the deal? You can check it out for yourself over at patreon.com/darksidephil and get all the info. I'm not going to go into detail about it here on the stream because it's all outlined there nicely for you in detail. So hopefully you'll check it out. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Okay? Thanks to anyone who's a current pledgee to my Patreon. That is very much appreciated. Also, I have a Teespring store where I sell merchandise. It's primarily t-shirts, but there's a few other things on there like hoodies and mugs and stickers and the like. So please give it a look. And if you do happen to get anything from there, it helps me out. You get a high-quality collectible. You might look at the prices and be like, wow, your sweatshirts are way cheaper than other people who sell them. Or your T-shirts are pretty reasonably priced. Why is that? Because I'm not doing it for profit. I'm selling it, again, as fan service to you guys. I probably make $3 on a sale there. That's no exaggeration. I probably make about $3 per item I sell because I'm only doing it to basically have merch available for you guys, to have nice collectibles and stuff, you know, in honor of my gameplay and my streams. So give it a look. Thanks, guys. Now, if you're here live on the stream, chances are you probably would want to contribute in a way that's going to get you some recognition on this stream, right? Or maybe some interaction with me as a way of saying thank you. And you can do that because I will give you a shout out if you either cheer with bits or you subscribe to the channel or you tip me today. If you do any of those three things today, I will give you a thank you shout out live on the stream. Now, please understand that it has to be in line with the vibe of the stream and the rules of the stream. If you're saying something insulting, if you're derailing the stream with a giant paragraph of song lyrics or something that has nothing to do with anything or something disgusting, it's at my discretion to determine what I say and do on my own streams. So please understand that, and please know that, you know, I'm not just going to, by default, just read every possible thing that you throw at me today, okay? But in general, most people get it. In general, the streams are pretty damn fun, all right? Now, if you look at the top of the screen, you will see a stream stats leaderboard. This is a leaderboard that I update periodically with things such as top cheerer of the day or top tipper of the day to give extra recognition, okay? In addition to that, there's two other leaderboards that are integrated into Twitch itself, top cheerer of the week and top subscription gifter of the week. So there's many ways to get recognized here on my streams. Many, many, many ways, okay? You might ask, out of all those ways that you just mentioned, Phil, what are the best ways to contribute? Like, there's so many. You know, being very, very matter of fact, tips help me more than anything because I get those funds right away. Now that I have the tax hurdle out of the way, now I have to raise funds to buy all the new games. So I have to raise enough funds to buy the Mega Man game for tomorrow. I have to raise enough funds for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus on Tuesday. Oh, by the way, I also have to raise enough funds to afford all the things I need to do later this week when I have my day off, like run errands and go grocery shopping and stuff. So that's where all the money comes from. It's from the tips, all right? So if you tip me, you're helping me more in the short term. Now, if you do cheer or sub or do the other things, that's great too. Those are all things that benefit me long term. So I don't really mind what way you contribute, but if you want to contribute in a way that it's going to immediately help me more, please tip me today, all right? There's two ways to tip. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button, or you can type !tip into the stream chat to bring up the link to go to my PayPal tips page. You can tip two different ways. You can either use a registered PayPal account if you have one, or if not, you can use a debit or credit card to tip like anything else on the internet. But if you don't see that option readily, it probably means that you have to load the full desktop version of the PayPal site to get it to show up. So you might have to try to do that on your phone or mobile device if you're on one. Or if you're on a desktop computer, you should be good to go. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, as a PSA, I always do this on my pre-streams. I want to let you guys know that I'm looking out for you guys. All right? I am. I'm looking out for you guys. And I want you to be protected on the internet. What I mean by that is you got to be very, very careful about what you say and do on the internet and what information is publicly out there. The reason I say that is because some people don't realize the tremendous, and I mean this, tremendous amount of information, personal information about us that we put out there, on a daily basis. We don't even realize what we're tossing out there and what could be done with it, okay? Just to give you some examples, think of all the social media that a lot of us have, Twitter, Facebook, and all the information that's probably posted up there. Your friends and your family are probably linked to your account. You got places you hang out, maybe your place where you work. That's all personal information that could be used maliciously against you. And you may say, well, I don't know what you mean because I'm no one. I don't know why anyone would come after me. Fair enough. I understand that you're saying that. But you have to understand there's people out there on the internet, and the only reason they do this stuff is because they feel that it gives them power to anonymously hurt someone over the internet. They're not doing it for personal gain. They're not getting anything out of messing with you, right? They're not actually, it's not like they're going to, I made some money or something. No, to them, it's just using their time to hurt someone else and getting away with it gives them a positive feeling of power and worth. I know that sounds really screwed up to someone like us who maybe we have meaningful lives, right? And we don't want to hurt anonymous people over the internet because we have good things to do with our time. Some people don't, all right? So I'm just throwing this out there. Please be careful what you put out there on the internet. In particular, sometimes people get targeted for contributing on streams. All right, and I'm not just saying my stream in particular. I'm saying any stream. A lot of people, they come to, I'll contribute to a streamer. Next thing you know, you're getting harassed online. So I want you to avoid that, okay? My recommendation, if you're going to contribute during a stream, do it as anonymously as possible and be sure not to give out any of your own personal information when you do so. So I'll give you a perfect example here. If you're going to be contributing today on my stream and you're thinking of maybe tipping me, well, guess what? You don't have to use your name. All right, you don't have to give your real name or your identity out. Use an anonymous. You can do an anonymous tip, or you can make up a name. You just make something up so that no one knows it's you. Whatever you do, don't tie it personally to your real life information, because the last thing you want is someone coming to harass you just because you supported a streamer. Okay, so that's my recommendation. Looking out for you guys. I want you guys to be safe. Please do what you can to protect, your real life information, your identity, and thanks a lot for any support you're even considering giving me today. I appreciate it, and I want everyone to be safe. Okay, guys? Alrighty then. So, all that being said, everybody, let's now move on to the rules. The rules of the stream. So you guys know the deal about everything going on. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, here on my streams, I have a certain vibe and a certain mentality that I like to maintain, all right? So we're going to talk about that in a second. But please understand that, first off, I'm on twitch.tv. I have to abide by all the rules and regulations because they're a business. They have their own rules. I have to abide by those rules, right? I can't just say and do whatever the heck I want to do on my streams. I have to, be in line with the regulations of the business. So please understand that, all right? That's number one. But number two, please know that I want people to feel relaxed and having fun when they're on my streams. I want people, just in general, to feel like this is a place where they can hang out and have a good time. This is a place where you can escape all of the stresses of your real life. All right, all that nonsense, that stress that you have built up when you have your real life stuff going on. The last thing you want to do is, go to a stream and then be inundated with more drama, with nonsense, with stuff that's pissing you off or frustrating you even further, right? So, on my streams, I try to maintain a certain kind of a vibe so that we can have a good time. A positive vibe, all right? Not toxic, negative stuff going on, but positivity. That being said, I have a few rules of my own that I institute because I feel that there are things that kind of derail streams or that over time kind of I've found as a streamer, they don't necessarily add to streams whatsoever, and they kind of take away from it, all right? So first of all, there are a couple topics that I don't really allow open discussion of on my stream, and those are politics and religion. And you might say, well, why? Well, I'll tell you why. Because sadly, even in 2020, I feel that politics or religion are some of those topics that when you bring them up, sadly, people can't agree to disagree. They can't really get along, and say, okay, maybe I don't agree with your opinion, but let's be civil about it. Almost never happens. I've seen most of the time when people want to talk about these topics, it's a lot of arguments, a lot of people being upset at each other, getting nasty with each other. That's the last thing that I want on my streams, okay? In particular, in the 11 years I've been a content creator, every time that really allow open discussion on these topics, you derail everything. Imagine me playing Mass Effect 2, having a great time. Oh man, this is a great, recruited someone, good stuff. Let's see what people think about that. I turn back to the stream chat and it's all about people arguing about Trump and the Democrats and the Republicans and all this, like, oh, fuck. God damn it. Here we go. So that's why I don't allow it. I hope you guys understand. It's not anything personal or whatever. It's just that I can't have that on my streams. All right. Now, in general, if we're playing a game and the topic of discussion in the game has something to do with politics or religion, that's something completely different. That's on topic. So if it's on topic to what we're doing in a game, fair enough. Then we could talk about it. But no, in general, I don't feel that these are topics that we should be discussing on a gameplay stream. I feel that they do derail it. So please, be understanding of that and know why that's my philosophy. All right? Now, in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, I am well aware that there are a lot of people on the internet who on a daily basis go out of their way to defame me, to slander me, to bully me, to insult myself, but not only me, but my family members and everything else. It's a really messed up situation, the way that the internet works and how toxic it is, okay? I am well aware that on a daily basis, there are people who steal my content, they illegally restream me, all right? There's nothing I can do about it. And know that, it's not worth wasting our time on a stream like mine, talking about these people, specifically bringing up the stuff that they're doing. Sometimes we have people who come in here innocently and they're like, Phil, did you know someone's restreaming you? Of course I do. Of course I know there's toxic people on the internet who on a daily basis make fun of me and make shit up about me to try to get views on their clickbait content, and they're garbage. It's all toxic nonsense and it shouldn't exist, but I can't stop it from existing. So why would we talk about it on my streams? And the answer is we don't. It's against the rules. There's no point. It's derailing to the stream to talk about it. All it's going to do is get people angry and upset. So please understand that it is against the rules to do so. If you innocently do it, you may not realize it is against the rules, so please don't do it. It's not going to help anything at all. It's just going to piss more people off. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Thank you guys for understanding. All right. So now, guys, we have covered all the rules. It is now time to move on to the third and final segment of the pre-stream. For some people, this is their very favorite segment. For others, they say, why can't you just start with the gameplay? And the answer is very simple. Because I'm grateful for those who, contribute to my streams here. And I want to make sure that credit is given where credit is due. And so what we're going to do is the shout-outs. This is when I say thank you to those who have contributed. All right? So let's go ahead and start doing some shout-outs, shall we? So first of all, we actually had a contribution that came out so late last night's stream that I missed it. Okay, it actually came as the stream was going offline from the marathon, and a contribution came in, and I was like, oh shit, but the stream had been off. So it was actually Ponage 101 who had tipped me $5.45 last night, and he said, hey Phil, I see the marathon went well today. Indeed it did. Not only entertainment wise for the viewers, but I feel obviously it was a success for me, with what I needed to raise and everything. So it was like a success on all levels, I felt. I think everyone really enjoyed it, and it was a good time. So, absolutely. And thank you, Ponage, for that tip. I apologize that we missed it. I think what it was is that my stream was going offline a little after 7, and typically that's when my stream would go online. So he was probably joining at the usual time for a night stream, not realizing, like, oh, shit. So thank you, Ponage 101, for that tip. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Now we move on to people who actually contributed during this live stream in particular. Okay? We start off with Honest Fan, who did a 50-bit cheer. So let me go ahead here. Get him up on the leaderboard for the first cheer of the day, because he is the first cheer of the day. That is 50 bits. Okay. Thank you, Honest Fan, for the first cheer of the day. Okay, got that centered. All right, so Honest Fan says the following. He says, great job with the fundraiser yesterday, Phil. Thank you very much. Appreciate that sentiment. And then he says, the fans will keep you going. Idea of what the sub reward will be for next month. I have a feeling we're going to crush it. I do know what the sub reward will be for next month. Do you guys really want to jump the gun and know what it is early? I mean, I'll tell you if you really want to know. I mean, I'm going to announce it tomorrow anyway. So here's the thing. It's funny how things come full circle. It really is how funny how things come full circle like this, okay? So now, the past couple of weeks, months, we've been doing sub goals, we've been doing special events or whatever, and we're actually ending a special event this week. I already talked about it. You may not realize it, but the Donkey Kong 64 playthrough was actually a reward goal from a sub goal. It was, we had hit a certain sub. I forget if it was December. I think it was December, I want to say it was. We hit the sub goal, and then people nominated games that they wanted to see, and then they voted on the games that they wanted to see. Okay? So, yeah, pretty cool. And finally, that sub goal has come to fruition, as they say. And we're good to go with it now. So that being said, guess what time it is? It's time for a new one. What's it going to be? Well, I think what we're going to do is we are going to do another Viewer's Choice event. It just makes sense, right? It's now been like 3+ months. Why not do another Viewer's Choice event? Right? So, the way that works is, we're going to have a sub goal. You guys subscribe in the month of March. If we hit the sub goal, great. If we do, as a celebration, you guys will be able to nominate and then vote on the next game. That'll be the Viewer's Choice playthrough. Pretty cool, right? Makes sense. So, hopefully we hit it. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I hope that we hit the goal. I hope that everything works out well. And that, we can do a nice, fun Viewer's Choice playthrough again coming up. Now, keep in mind that the way these work is that they take a while. So, for example, over the month of March, you guys will be subbing. And if we hit the sub goal, great. But more than likely, we're not going to be able to do that Viewer's Choice playthrough event until further on into the month. Or probably, quite frankly, the month of April. Because it's probably going to take the whole month to see if we hit the sub goal. If we hit the sub goal, great. But then we have to have people nominating. We have to have people voting. It takes a while. It takes weeks. You have to give people at least 1 to 2 weeks, to do this stuff. So, please don't jump the gun. A lot of people are, it's coming up right away, right? Like, no, not really. It's going to take a little bit. It is. It's going to take a little while for us to get to the point where we're going to be doing the stuff for the reward. We have to, we have to hit the sub goal before we even think about how to do the event, right? That hasn't happened yet. So, please don't jump the gun, but, I'll do my best, and, we'll get this going as of tomorrow. The sub goal will be in effect, and we'll start working towards it, okay? I know, it's been a month we haven't had one, and some people are, like, antsy. Like, when's the sub goal? What's going on? Is sub goal this month? Sub goal? They get so excited when there's a goal to work towards. I understand that. That's a good mentality to have. That was always a good goal, a positive goal to work towards. I like that people get excited for that. So, thank you for your support, guys. And it's coming tomorrow. Okay? All right. Continuing on. Beard strips. Cheers to the first death of the coronavirus in Seattle was just confirmed. What steps are you taking to keep you and your family safe? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. It's called just be healthy. Truth of the matter is, the coronavirus is not an epidemic. The flu virus is more dangerous than the coronavirus. More people worldwide are dying of the flu than coronavirus. The flu is a bigger problem. The coronavirus is only in the news so much because it's the newest thing. And the news always has to go panic mode over every little thing and try to report it like it's the end of the freaking world because that's how news works. You know what I mean? That's how they do it. So that's why you get these people freaking out over pretty much nothing. What do? I'll tell you what you do. You stay healthy, right? You stay healthy. You don't overexert yourself. You don't go put yourself into positions where you can get sick easily. I take a vitamin supplement. I take vitamin supplements, vitamin C. I do basic things to keep myself healthy. You know, what can you do? If you get sick, you get sick, and then you treat it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not worried about coronavirus. I'm more worried about common sicknesses that I'm more likely to get. Okay? Internet famous McCroy gifted a sub to Dragon Quest Junkie. Congratulations to Dragon Quest Junkie on the gifted sub, and thank you, Internet famous McCroy, for the support. Lawler Mittens did a 100-bit cheer. That's the biggest cheer of the day so far. Let's get you up on the leaderboards. Okay. Another one. He goes, given the potential of COVID-19 becoming a pandemic, are you planning on stopping running errands on Tuesdays and imposing self-quarantine measures? No, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not a panic mode person who runs around screaming the sky is falling and thinking that just because the news is so dumb and reporting it like it's the end of the fucking world, I don't believe everything that I'm told because I'm not a complete dunce sheep. No. I'm going to keep living my life and doing things normally, and it is what it is. You get sick, you get sick. But I'm not stupid. I'm not going to live my life in fear of a virus that's not as bad as the common flu that has a much higher chance of getting caught. So there you go. Okay. Internet famous McCroy gifted a sub to Dragon Quest Fan. Congrats, Dragon Quest Fan. He's really gifting a lot of subs to Dragon Quest fans today. Philly Buckeye has resubscribed for 11 months. Thank you, Philly Buckeye, for the resub. I appreciate that. PW Dubs to me $1.30. He says, after yesterday's successful marathon, what's the next step in your legacy? To put out successful streams for you guys. You know, there's always stuff going on in my personal life behind the scenes. You guys don't need to know about 95% of it. You know, you don't. If something comes up out of the blue and I need help with it or whatever, then I'll be honest with all of you guys. Or if I know there's something coming that has to be made public and there's nothing I can do about it, I'll talk about it. But in general, it doesn't affect my streams at all, you know. All this stuff going on behind the scenes will not affect my gameplay streams. They will still be going business as usual. So you don't have to worry about any of the shit going on behind the scenes at all. Leave it to me, and you guys just ride out the streams and have fun. Okay? That's all. That's the best we could do. Fair enough? You don't need to listen to all the nonsense and the drama and all the stupid shit that people talk about in my personal stuff because it's none of anyone's business, and quite frankly, 95% of the time the people who talk about it are wrong anyway because they're idiots. And they're just over-dramatizing it for their own personal reasons so they can get popularity because they like to spread drama, and kids like drama because they're immature idiots too. So, what can I say? All right. Thank you, Good Game Goblin, for a $1.30 tip. He says someone in Washington was the first... Same thing. Same exact thing about someone dying in Washington with the coronavirus. Yeah, big whoop. Again, more people died here from the flu than from the coronavirus. So, I don't know why we're freaking out about this. I really don't. Crapcock did a 105-bit cheer to become the top cheerer of the day. So let's get Crapcock up here on the leaderboard. Shit. 105 bits. Thank you, Crapcock. Retro Jim cheers. I don't see why it's a bad idea to consider your safety. Be safe for Cat and Jasper. Because there's nothing you can do to be safe. What do you not understand? Oh my god. Beard Troops Shooty said, is the coronavirus a hoax? Is it a hoax? No, I don't believe that at all. I believe it's real. But I believe that, as usual, when there's nothing going on in the news, the media has to act like it's the end of the world. You know, like they say, storm of the century. Every time a storm comes through, and it's never storm of the century. Half the time, it's nothing. That's what the news does. They over-dramatize in order to get attention, because that's how they get attention on their stuff. You know, it's hilarious because it's, you know, YouTubers basically do the same shit with the clickbait and everything. That's exactly what the news does. So, you need to know everything about the coronavirus constantly, even though the coronavirus isn't crazy or anything like any kind of a pandemic whatsoever, and it's not even close to being anything like the flu. But let's talk like the coronavirus is the end of human civilization as we know it, right? Idiots. So, it is what it is. It's right. Mithra said it's business. You're right, it's business. And you got played. If you think that it's actually like this is a big deal, you got played. What can I say? Kashmir Goat cheered, 100 bits. He says, I don't know why you're getting angry at fans for being concerned for your safety. I'm not angry about fans concerned for my safety. You want to know what I am angry about? Gullible fans. People that, you know, believe absolutely everything and never question it and never look into it and never, you know, I was told coronavirus is like this giant thing that's threatening everyone. So now I have to sit and worry at my house and never move and cower in the corner. And isolate myself in like a special chamber that, kills bacteria in the air. Like, what? What? No, live your life. Just don't be stupid. Okay? There. Good Game Goblin to the dollar. He says, the worry is not that you'll die, but you'll not be able to get enough food and supply. You should expect shortages in Washington when it hits the mainstream news. Oh, my God. We had shortages in Washington when we got an inch of snow. An inch. A single inch. Because people are stupid. You can't help that people are stupid. I can't help that. You just deal with the stupidity. What can you do? You deal with dumb people. And you move on. You live your life. Okay? Okay. Now, here's a hilarious thing. I'm not going to derail the stream, I promise, guys. But someone tipped me $1 and says, you tell everyone it's not our business to know about your financials, but you're asking for our money to help with your financials. No, I'm not. I'm not asking for money to pad my fucking bank account. I'm asking for money to do essential things so that I can still be here with you guys every day. Right? If out of nowhere, I'm told you need to raise funds to pay me so I will file your taxes. Well, guess what? If I don't file my taxes, I'm in trouble. I can't file them myself because they're too complicated. This is something that had to happen. This has nothing to do with my actual financials. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're an idiot. Another idiot. I deal with these stupid people on a daily basis. It's just so insane to have to deal with these morons. It really is. But anyway, no, you don't need to know the behind the scenes of every little thing. Every once in a while, something comes up. I tell you exactly what's going on. I'm very transparent about all this stuff. And you guys help me out. We get past the hurdle. We move on. That doesn't mean now you get to know every other little thing about everything going on possibly in my fucking life behind the scenes, or else I wouldn't have a private life. And trust me, people would be screwing with me absolutely constantly. Okay? So, if that's you and you want to know about my personal life, screw off. You're never going to know. That's none of your business. You're only trying to do it because you're a drama queen who wants to make shit up and make fun of me and, do stuff for drama purposes on the internet. You don't deserve to know shit. And I certainly don't answer to you. So you can go fuck yourself. And thanks for the $1 tip. There you go. Philly Buckeye cheered. He says, I know someone who works at the CDC. It's a concern, not a hoax. I never said it was a hoax. It doesn't kill at the same rate, but it's a lot more contagious. The person didn't move to NYC for a month to help with airport protocols for some overblown news. I don't even know what you're talking about. Philly Buckeye. I really don't. But I didn't say that it was a hoax. What you guys got to understand, I keep saying this a million times, and I swear to God, people just still don't listen. The world is not black and white, all right? Because you're told something, that doesn't mean it's right or true, all right? At the same time, if someone is critical of something, it doesn't mean that they disagree with it. Do I think the coronavirus is a risk? Yes. Is it real? Yes. Is it a threat? Yes. Is it something that absolutely every person on the planet needs to freak out about constantly and now change your entire lifestyle for? No. Do I feel that the media is overhyping it to the point because they want to get a scare going for their own personal reasons? Yes. I do feel that. But it's not a hoax. Just because I say, what the way the media is treating it isn't truthful or is way over dramatic. Oh, so you think it's a hoax? I didn't say it was a fucking hoax. Why you put words in my mouth? Why don't you understand it's not one way or the other? Why? The one day you learn, all right, that the world is not one way or the other, okay, is the day you will fucking realize how things work on this planet. Seriously. I just don't understand why people think that it's black or white. It's not. There's many, many, many shades in between, and that's where the truth of the matter always lies, somewhere in between. Because you got people who have these agendas who are trying to spin stuff in a way for personal gain. So you gotta always be skeptical of what you're told. You have to. And you have to look at it in an analytical mind and a logical mind and analyze the facts. Of course coronavirus is real. Of course people are dying from it, and that's awful. But on paper, when you look at the facts, it's nowhere near as bad as other things that we currently still have. And now we don't even talk about because it's all coronavirus. Like, holy shit. Absolutely ridiculous. Swaggins just said, Unless you're someone with a pre-existing health condition or you're old, you'll be fine. As usual with these sicknesses. Okay? As usual. The truth of the matter is that it's always about the weak. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Young children with, very, very weak immune systems that haven't been built up yet. Older people with compromised immune systems because they're getting older. People who already have immunodeficiencies for various reasons. These are the people that are most susceptible to coronavirus, and these are the people who are going to be getting infected and basically, paying the ultimate price when it comes to the way that it affects them, okay? Generally healthy people aren't just going to die from the coronavirus, all right? That may be an exception to the rule, but, that's the thing. That's how it works with these things. How do you not know this? How do you not know this yet? This is a matter of scientific fact. Oh, my God. Anyway, guys, let's continue on and stop talking about the coronavirus. Anything else that comes in here about the coronavirus, I'm just going to ignore, because now it's been 15 minutes of talking about it, and it's a waste of everybody's fucking time. The ghost of Nikola Tesla, to me, $4.20, and says, fun fact, I discovered how to transmit electricity wirelessly, like Wi-Fi internet. That's how Wi-Fi internet works, excuse me. A big-ass building like a metal-topped pyramid could power the world for free, but certain capitalists have successfully suppressed it to this day. Well, I don't know for truth if any of that is true. I know Tesla definitely had a new kind of electricity or a new way to conduct electricity that supposedly was safe, even though it looked crazy and not safe at all. Apparently it was safe, and I know that he was basically one of these free thinkers who went outside the box from normal science. And I don't know for a fact what he's saying. Listen to this. A big-ass building like a metal-topped pyramid could power the world for free, but capitalists have successfully suppressed it to this day. I don't know if this is true. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know the science of it, but, would it surprise me to find out that there's things, that in science that are suppressed by people who want to make money? No, that would not surprise me at all. But I don't know the ins and outs of it, so I'm not going to comment on it. So, OG Rascal cheered. He says, consider getting a CAT scan that can detect lesions and the like. What are you talking about? What the fuck? Out of nowhere, he tells me to get a CAT scan. Oh my God. I'm going to get a headache. Beard Strips cheered. He says, stocks are being heavily impacted by the coronavirus news. Is the calculated result from the media? Why would they intentionally damage the economy with sensationalized news? I don't know. You're right. The coronavirus is affecting a lot of things now. PAX East, most of the presenters now who are going aren't going anymore. So what you're going to have is a room full of gamers walking around with nothing to look at. Actually, I think PAX East is going on right now, isn't it? Game Developers Conference, everyone backed out. And the Game Developers Conference now canceled and said, we still want to do one, but we don't know what's going to happen. If no one's coming, there's no point in doing it. So we'll let you know if we can do another one later in the summer. We're confident we'll do one, but everyone is basically canceling everything because of the coronavirus at this point. Some people are saying they think that things like the new gen consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X, may be delayed because of the coronavirus. Who knows what's going to happen, right? We don't know. Okay. Crapcock to me $2. He says, all this because of a few morons eating bat soup. I've heard that too. I think that also might, I don't know if it's true or not. The coronavirus originated because people in China were eating bats. It's like, oh yeah, I'm hungry. Let me suck this bat's butt. Oh, it sounds good. It's nice and healthy. I don't know to believe that or not either, but maybe it is true. Who knows? Oh, man. Well, Objective Observer tipped me $1.30 and says, love or hate DSP, you have to admit he's killing it on his pre-streams lately. Okay, if you say so. I'm really killing it. Yeah. All right, well. Thank you, Objective Observer. Let me go ahead and Update this. OG Rascal cheered again. He said, tumors are more common in older folks 40 to 65 and they show no symptoms, so why aren't you more concerned? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. All right. If I were made of money, all right, if I were made of money, I would go and I would get tests run on me, and I would have, health checkups all the time, and every time I'm sick, I would run to the doctor, If you haven't noticed, I never do that, because I'm not made of money. I have no money. If I have money, I would do it. In America, healthcare is insanely expensive. Every time you walk into a doctor, even if you have health insurance, you're paying hundreds of dollars. So, unless it's a routine checkup, that usually is covered. Outside of that, anything else you need. Right now, if I tripped and I broke my ankle and I had to go to the doctor, I would get a $1,000 bill. Even with health insurance, I would receive a $1,000 bill in the mail. So, what can you do? That's not the life situation I'm in where I could just afford to go to the doctor whenever I want to. A preventative CAT scan is pretty much unheard of in the United States because they're insanely expensive. So, no, I'm not doing a preventative CAT scan. Shardy McButthole took me $1 and said something stupid. Not only is your name stupid, your message was stupid, but thanks for the $1. Dinkle Dunk took me $1 and also asked something stupid I'm going to ignore. Tesla was right, took the $1.30. He says Tesla's work was suppressing. He was way ahead of his time. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the truth. President Shinra took me $1. Said, would you suck on a giraffe's butthole for 1,000 Zimbabwe dollars? No, I would not. Because then we would have the giraffo virus. Because I sucked on a giraffe's butthole. And now we'll have the next fucking virus for doing something stupid. It's dumb human doing something fucking stupid. Next thing you know, we got the next pandemic on our hands, right? Internet Famous McCoy took me $1.30. He says, how do you think bat soup and the coronavirus will affect the Robert Pattinson Batman movie? And DC's attempt to restart the DC Cinematic Universe? Please don't answer. I'm being retarded. Oh, it's over. Robert Pattinson thought he was going to get a big career resurgence after Twilight. He hasn't done jack diddly shit of any note. No one cared about him. And he thought, I'm going to be the goddamn Batman. It's time. And then the fucking coronavirus had to happen. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Shout out to PW Dubs who took me $1.30. He says, did you know 38% of Americans will not buy Corona beers because of the coronavirus? That's right. 38% of Americans are actually completely stupid. That is absolutely correct. You hit it right. I think you've hit it right on the nose, PW Dubs. There's a lot, almost 40% of our population here are completely brainless. Just dumb cows and sheep led around by a leash, doing whatever they're told, and they're so stupid, they think that beer has to do with the coronavirus. That's right. You've done it. You've hit me. You've hit the statistic of note. Good job there, PW Dubs. Honest Fan did a 106-bit cheer. This is the biggest cheer of the day. He says, tell Crapcock that this is Daddy's house and I'm now the top dog. Well, there you go. It looks like we got a little bit of competition for top cheer of the day. Thank you, Honest Fan. Let me get you up on the leaderboard there. There's 6 bits. Okay. Call me Thick Daddy. Thanks. Tip me $1. He said, it's all about that bat butt juice. Okay. Benny and the Jets tip me $1. He said, have you mentioned the mystery images on Rockstar's website? Someone theorized it's going to be GTA 6. It'll be set in Georgia. Have you ever been to the state? Do you think it's a good setting for a game? No, I didn't see anything about Rockstar images. Don't know anything about what you're talking about. I've been to Georgia for tournaments twice in Atlanta. It was pretty nice, but it was hot as fuck. Because the tournaments were always in the summer. Or, I take it back. It might have actually been in April, but it was just always hot when I went down there. And I don't like extreme heat. So, the people were nice, but the weather was shit. So, I guess a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. Cousins Venture, he says, curious, why do you say we got past the hurdle when you have trouble? Who is we? Us. Because you guys helped me get past the hurdle, so it's a we. We did it together. I didn't do it. I did it with your help. I put out the content. I told you I needed help. You guys came and supported. That's we. It's pretty common sense here, Cousins fan. Donald Trump, to me $1. Says, hopefully, I'm not even saying that. It's terrible. Upstate Cowboy tipped me $1. And he says, why did I ban Lay's Daibo? I don't know who the fuck that is, so I can't answer that. Okay, I don't know who the fuck that is, but thank you for the $1 tip. Philly Buckeye cheers. A related fact, when Arizona had a controversial immigration law, people boycotted Arizona iced tea. Arizona iced tea is based and made in New York. That is correct. That's the 39%. That's the 38 or 39% of idiots that live in this country. Doing the dumbest fucking thing possible. Idiots. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let us now give some shout outs to those who have cheered and gifted subs. All right. So thank you to the following people. Ninstar Rune did a 620-bit cheer. Thank you, Ninstar Rune. Honest Fan did a 658-bit cheer. Lawler Mittens did a 920-bit cheer. Well, boy, I'm so stupid. This is so wrong. Let's try this again. You didn't give cheers in that amount. That's the cumulative amount you've cheered this week. I'm an idiot. This coronavirus talk has rattled my goddamn brain at this point. All right. Thank you to the top 10 cheers of the week. We got Ninstar Rune in 10th place. Honest Fan in 9th place. Lawler Mittens in 8th. Rubley Atomic in 7th. Crabcock in 6th. Spartan King in 5th. Beastbot in 4th. Accio Artorias in 3rd place. Mr. Papavera in 2nd. And Infinite 55 so far in 1st place for cheering this week. Thank you guys so much for your support. Then, I say thank you to the following people who have gifted subscriptions this week. We have PW Dubs, Big Papa Phil, El Nice Gaio, Infinite 55, and Frenelit, who all gifted a single sub. Internet Famous McCroy and Guitar Player 1939 each gifted 2 subs. And then Snoutfoot, Chipe, and Sundance McGee 69 all gifted 3 subscriptions each. So thank you guys very much for all of that support this week. In fact, Snoutfoot just gifted a sub to Swaggins. So Swaggins just received a gifted sub. Congratulations to Swaggins, and thank you to Snoutfoot for the support. Oh, man. Oh, what a stretch. Okay. Folks, it looks like that's it for the pre-stream. Thank you so much for... Oh, hold on. Lego Mario tipped me $1, and he says, we be playing The Sims 5. It's a launch title for new PlayStation. Yes. If I'm able to get the PlayStation 5, and Sims 5 is a launch title for it, I would probably play it. Hideo Kojima did 9/11, tipped me $1. He says, would you rather roll face first up a suds fuck it or hotel? All right, I've had enough about this. I don't even know what the hell this guy's saying. Enough of this shit. Daigo the Beast tipped me $1.30. Can you remember when you saw Evo Moment 37 for the first time? What was your reaction? I think it was just a video I saw online. I definitely was not at that tournament. That was after I had stopped going to tournaments that happened. Because I stopped going in 2007. So I think that happened in like 2007, 2008, that video. I could be wrong, but I was not there for it. So I just saw it on the internet like everybody else. My reaction was, that was a really sweet parry. 20 British Grenadiers? Is it Grenadier or Grenadier? I don't know how to pronounce this. But it's a 340-bit cheer. He says, hey, Phil, what's up? What's up? I'll tell you what's up. Mass Effect is up. We're about to start playing it. And I'm excited for it because I really like this playthrough. So thank you for that. And it's a 340-bit cheer, biggest cheer of the day. Thank you for the support. Snoutfoot now gifted a sub to Lip and Dab. Let's actually check sub count because we actually got a bunch of subs today. I don't know if they've gone up or not. 609. 609 subs. We went down. Son of a bitch. Snoutfoot now gifted a sub to Gay Vincent. Congratulations to Gay Vincent on the gifted sub. Snoutfoot is determined to be the biggest sub gifter, I believe. Alright, guys. Here's the deal. I'm going to take a brief break. I'm going to use the restroom quickly. We're going to come back, and we're going to start up with our Mass Effect 2 gameplay for the day. We just finished up with Kasumi's loyalty mission, and now we're doing Jacob's. So we're in the midst of Jacob's loyalty mission. That's where we're going to pick up today. See how that goes. And decide what else we want to do. Should be a fun, chill stream. Okay, guys, thanks. I'll be back in just a moment with more Mass Effect 2. Thanks. See you in a bit.